Hello, everyone. Welcome to this lesson on electric circuits. And in this lesson, I will be doing calculations that involve electric power. And I will cover more advanced circuit analysis and calculations. Let's look at our circuit. We are given this circuit whereby the EMF of this battery is unknown. We have an internal resistance of 0.4 ohms. We have V1, which measures the voltage across the external circuit. We have A1, which is the ammeter, which reads 5 amps. That means there's a current of 5 amps, which is passing through to resistor 1. And the potential difference across resistor 1 is measured by V2, and it reads 8 volts. And then we have 3 resistors which are in parallel, R2, R3, and R4. And we have V3, which measures the total parallel voltage, the voltage across this parallel combined resistors. And then we see that the current which is flowing through resistor R4 is 2 amps, and it's measured by A2. We are not given any information about R2 and R3. So now, how did we know that this is connected in parallel? Remember that the current always moves from the positive side of the positive terminal of the battery. It moves in that direction. It passes through resistor R1, and then it goes through it. When it gets to this point, the same current which passed through here, which is this 5 amps, when it gets here, it will be split into 3 currents. So every time when the current splits, we say that that's a parallel combination, right? So that's why we say these resistors are connected in parallel when the current splits, right? Okay, now let's look at the questions. They say, from the above circuit, we have to calculate the power dissipated by R1, resistor R1. That's the first question. The second question says we have to calculate the value of R1. That means the resistance of R1. The third, the power dissipated by R4, this resistor here. Number 4, we have to calculate the reading on V3, this voltmeter which measures the parallel voltage. And we have to, number 5, the reading on V1, this external circuit voltage. And we have to calculate the value of the EMF, right? So let's start with the first question. The power dissipated by R1 here, right? So now for us to calculate the power, we have 4 formulas that you can use. But now we are going to choose the one. Okay, before we do that, let's write down our data first before we can apply our formulas and everything. Let's see all the information which is given to us and what is required from us. We have current I1, which is the current which passes through this resistor, which is measured by A1, and it's 5 amps. We are given V2, the voltage across this resistor of 8 volts. We are given the value of R4, the resistant value of R4, which is 10 ohms. We are given the value of the internal resistance of 0.4 ohms. We are given I2, which is the current which passes through R4, which is measured by A2, and it measures 2 amps. We need to calculate the power dissipated by R1. We need to calculate the resistance of R1. We need to calculate the power dissipated by R4. We need to calculate the voltage across this parallel connection, which is measured by V3. And we need to calculate the reading on V1. right? That's all. This is all the information which is given to us, and this is all that is required from us. So let's calculate first the power which is dissipated by R1. So let's look at R1. What do we have? We have the voltage across R1, and we have the current. So we have current and we have voltage, and they want us to calculate power. So when we have current and voltage and they have asked us to calculate power, this is the formula that we use. Or we have to also calculate the EMF. The formula that we're going to use here is V times I. When we have voltage and current and we need to calculate power, this is the formula that we use, one of the formulas that we use, whereby V2 is this voltage of 8 volts and I is this current here, I1, this current of 5 amps. So when we click this onto our calculator, we plug that in our calculator, we get that the power dissipated by R1 is 40 watts, right? So we use this formula when we have current and voltage, okay? Second question says we have to calculate the value of R1. That means the resistance here. So when we look at this resistor, we have voltage and current. So we have voltage and current. We can calculate the resistance using this Ohm's triangle. So that means for us to calculate the resistance, it's voltage over current. So the resistance of R1, it's V2, which is this voltage, all over the current which passes through R1. And we have V2, it's given to us that V2 is 8 volts and I is 5 amps, as we can read it from here. And there, we plug that into our calculator, we get that R1 is 1.6 ohms. Okay. And then when we calculate the power dissipated by R4, now what do we have here for R4? We have the current and we have the resistance, and they want us to calculate the power. So the formula that we're going to use when we have the current and the resistance, when we calculate power, is this formula. P is equal to I squared R. This is the second formula for power. We've used the first formula whereby we have voltage and current. And then this one is another formula that you can use whenever we have current and resistance to calculate power, right? So what is the current through R4? It's 2 amps. And what is the value of R4? Is 10 ohms. So 2 squared times by 10. We plug that into our calculator. We get that P4 is 40 watts. Okay. And then the next question, we need to calculate what? The reading on V3. The reading on V3. We need to calculate what is the parallel voltage. What is the voltage across this parallel connection here, right? So now, remember that resistors which are connected in parallel have the same voltage. Resistors which are connected in series have the same current. So if we calculate the voltage across R4, because it has most of the information, that means that the voltage across R4 is the same as the voltage across R3, is the same as the voltage across R2, which is the voltage which is read by V3, right? So now we have to use R4. What do we have? We have the resistance and we have the current. So we have resistance and current. We need to calculate voltage. We can use the Ohm's triangle. So the voltage is going to be the resistance times the current. So we use the formula that voltage, V3 is going to be current times resistance. And the current through R4 is 2 amps. And the resistance of R4 is 10 ohms. And then we get that the voltage, which is read by V3, is 20 volts. So we have 20 volts here, we have 20 volts here, we have 20 volts. It's 20 volts because all of these are connected in parallel, right? Now, let's look at question 5. We have to determine the reading on V1. Remember, V1 reads the total external voltage. Okay, so now let's look at what is it that we have. Now we have this V is the voltage across the external circuit. And from the external circuit, what do we have? We have the voltage for R1, and we have the voltage for this parallel connection. And remember, V1 measures the voltage of the total external circuit. So that means that V1 must equal V2 plus V3. Because when we add these voltages, they have to give us the total voltage of the circuit, which is measured by V1, right? So now, what is V2? V2 is 8 volts. What is V3? We've just calculated, it's 20 volts, right? And then when we add these up, it gives us that V1 is 28 volts, okay? All right, now for the last question, they say we have to calculate the EMF, okay? Now, we have internal resistance, we have the total current, and we have the external voltage. So when we try to calculate EMF having those, we're going to use this formula here. V external, the EMF is equal to the external voltage plus the lost volt. Remember, the external voltage is this voltage that is from the external circuit, and the lost volt is the voltage drop that occurs here due to the internal resistance. Okay, we have V external, which is the reading on V1, which is 28 volts. So we have this. Remember that lost volts is just current times by internal resistance. So when we substitute the values, we have V external, which is 28, which we just calculated here. To calculate V lost, it's just the total current I, which is this 5 amps, times the internal resistance, which is 0.4 ohms. And then when we plug this into our calculator, we get that the EMF is equal to 30 volts. Okay, so we've answered all these questions. Remember, your data is very important. When you do your circuit analysis, always use a resistor where that has the most information, and try to look at what is it that you have and what is it that you're trying to calculate. And then from there, use the right formulas. And also know that circuit theory. Your circuit theory, resistors which are connected in series have the same current, resistors which are connected in parallel have the same voltage. And then you need to know this Ohm's triangle, and then from there, you will never go wrong with electric circuits.